Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of tarot and oracle cards. Today's reading is going to come from my Shine from the Inside Oracle because I just feel like with the change of seasons, we're moving into October and letting go of all the shit September pulled out of us. How many of you feel like September was like a total shit show? I feel like every client I talked to, every reading that I did, my own personal experiences, my grandmother was in the hospital the entire month. Like it was a lot, right? It was pulling up a lot of emotions. Old beliefs were coming up, even old relationships or toxic relationships that need to be released. All the things were happening in September. So I am finally breathing a sigh of relief and feeling like the fresh new fall energy of October. And it's Libra season, so I'm super pumped to celebrate my birthday coming up. It happens to fall on the full moon in October. So if you're local to me, here's your invitation to the next full moon goddess gathering. It's also going to be a birthday bash for me. So I'm so excited to celebrate with each and every one of you that is able to show up live. And who is local. So I'm so excited to celebrate with you. So mark your calendar for Sunday, October 13th. We're going to be doing goddess gathering, birthday bash, all the things. Think costumes, vegan snacks, and full moon meditation. It's going to be all of my favorite things. Okay, so take a moment to say hello if you're watching live. Let me know where you're watching from. Is this your first time? I see so many beautiful faces. Hey, Haley, Brandy, Elizabeth, Lorraine, my hubby Chris is here. Hey, Bridget. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see all of you here. Woo woo. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the deck. So update, many of you know all of the artwork is off at the printers right now. So they said about 30 to 40 days on their end, and then they will ship it over here. And then I'll be getting it to Amazon. So all the things are happening with the Oracle deck. I am officially done with everything that I need to do as far as like to make the deck, which has taken a lot longer than, of course, we all plan when we make a goal, right? When we have this big dream, we're like, it's gonna happen yesterday, but that's not how it works. So finally done, all the little tweaks, all the last minute touches, because I couldn't stop making it magical. Every time I looked at it, I'm like, oh, we need to add this and change this. And so I've put all the magic I can possibly put into it, and now we wait. Patience. Anyone have a problem with the waiting game called patience? So I thought it would be fun, since it's my birthday month, since it's the month that the Oracle deck is finally being birthed, we should pull a card from the Shine from the Inside Oracle. If you're not already on the wait list, you can do that by going to brittanycarmichael.com/oracle. And that'll sign you up for the wait list so that you're the first to know when we do the launch, and everyone on the wait list gets a free gift from me. So pumped about all this. It's funny because there's phases to all things, right? And whether it's going after your goal or creation, there are phases along the way. And it's crazy to shift and transition out of one phase into the next, but it seems so symbolic that we're moving into the fall season. And that's nature's way of reminding us that in order to change and to move to that next level or to stay with that cycle of growth, you have to release. You have to let go of what no longer is positively serving you or supporting you. And the fall is really about letting go of all the dead leaves, right? So where are those areas in your life that you can brush off some of those old beliefs or those doubts or fears? Maybe toxic relationships holding you back, or maybe even your work environment or your home environment can be released so that you can step into a new empowered version of yourself, right? So let this fall time really be a time of like, we're turning inward, we're about to hibernate in the winter. So this is like an assessment period where we really assess like, okay, we've gone this whole year, we've blossomed into a new version of ourselves, we have been like bright and shiny in the summer, sharing our gifts and really, you know, showing up as who we are in this moment in our life. And the fall then asks us to start assessing like, okay, now that you've moved through this new chapter and you've tried on this new experience, what is out of alignment? What can you let go of right now so that when we move into that next new cycle of creation, you've let go of some of the baggage from the past that isn't working for you anymore? So freaking close to it being here. Yay! Okay, hi Priya. Okay, so good to see all of you. I'm gonna shuffle with the intention that we all receive the message we need most at this time in our life. This deck is all about self-love and self-care, empowerment. It is about going after your wild and crazy dreams and believing in yourself. They are jumpy today. So the message that we can expect to receive from this deck is one that says to believe in yourself, one that says to go after those crazy dreams you have, to trust your intuition, to surround yourself with supportive sisterhood and environment and community that believes in your dreams. Oh, here we go. Hold on, 2 of them came together. I love when that happens. All right, keep shuffling, see what other cards come up for this week. And if you have any questions, thoughts that you'd like to, get off of your chest right now, you can leave them in the comments below. I love being able to help guide and coach you through whatever sticking point you're at in your life. All right, let me know if you guys are ready for this reading. I've got 3 cards pulled up for the week. Give me some hearts or some comments or something. Let me know you're still alive in there. All right, there you guys are. Love it. Okay, first card for the week. I just got off a private tarot reading with someone, and this was the biggest message. Ask for help. Ask for help. It does not make you weak. This card is a reminder that manifesting, the first step in manifesting is to ask. So if you want to create magic, if you want to make your dreams into reality, the first step is going to have to be to ask. You're going to have to start asking for help, asking for support, asking for what's that next step that I need, asking for the next right teacher, the next right information, asking for that next step that you're being guided to take. Like, we get so caught up in thinking that we have to do it all ourselves, that I'm a perfectionist and a control freak and I have to do every single thing, from the laundry to making the money to doing this to brushing the kids' teeth to whatever it may be. I'm talking to the control freaks right now. This is a message for you. It's okay to ask for help, because here's the thing. We all want to contribute. We all want to serve. We all want to bring our gifts to the world. But if we're trying to be selfish and do all the tasks, then we're actually cutting out our community and not letting them support and contribute to our life so that we can all harmoniously do this together. You know, I hired a housekeeper 4 years ago, and it was one of those like stepping outside your comfort zone moves, but I knew that I needed help and support in keeping my house clean, because I'm busy working in the hair salon, building my online business, coaching, all the things, right? And living my own life. We got to have time for self-care. And the house chores just kept kind of falling off to the side. But I knew that that wasn't my strong suit, that someone out there wants to do that, and I can pay them for it. So I finally had the courage to reach out, find a housekeeper, and a year or so into our connection, our relationship, she said to me something that completely changed my perspective and changed my life. She said, "I'm not going to be able to show up next week. I'm so sorry. I'm taking my family and my children on vacation for the first time with the money that you've given us throughout the year." What? Like, we don't even think how impactful it is to ask for help. Right? Because I had the courage and the willingness to ask for help. I needed support in cleaning my house. She said yes. And because of that, we created a partnership that went just so far beyond her cleaning my house, right? I mean, I've supported her through so many life changes and vice versa. And she's always been there. And it was because I had the willingness to ask for help. So you'd be surprised to find out that if you just had the courage to ask for help, that you not only get the support you need, but you'll most likely get a friendship out of it too. So what area in your life right now do you need help in? Where could you ask for help? Is it with physical chores? Is it with emotional healing and release? Is it like gaining new skills and knowledge, like to better your expertise? Like, where do you need help right now in your life? Hey, Julia, Tammy, oh my gosh, so good. Goosebumps. Yes. So where do you need help in your life right now? Leave that in the comments below. All right, the next card that came up for this week, man, this is a great reading from today's deck. It says, journal it out, write how you feel. When I was first creating Shine School, I was writing out all the different techniques that I use to learn to love myself, to create better self-care, to connect to my intuition, to manifest all my wild and crazy dreams. And journaling was a huge part of that, because we get in our head. Again, hashtag perfectionist, hashtag control freak, all of that's in the head, right? So when we get in our head, we get out of our heart and away from our emotions. And our emotions really are a beautiful sign to show us what's going on. And so when I was creating Shine School, I kept asking my clients in the hair salon, like, how do you feel about this topic? What do you think about moontime rituals? What do you think about journaling? What do you think about this? And I just kept putting all this stuff out there. And there was this one particular client I had. I said, what do you think about adding journaling to Shine School? I really think journaling would be such a great, helpful tool. And she said, I hate journaling. I hate it. I was like, oh, so journaling should be like the first module. And guess what? You'll find the art of journaling inside the first module of self-care rituals in Shine School, because journaling is such a powerful tool to help us have an objective perspective on our own situation. You know, we can be in our head like trying to come up with all these solutions to the problem that we created. But like Albert Einstein said, the same mind that created the problem can't be the one to solve it. And so we have to get out of our rational thinking mind that creates the problem and back into our heart space. And the way that we do that is we cipher through all the crazy thoughts and we write it out, and we really get to the root of the matter. Because when you book a coaching session with me or a tarot reading with me, I begin to start asking deep questions. And those questions always are met with the answer, well, I don't know. Well, then my reply is, you're the only one that does know. It's your life. It's you. And so upon further questioning and getting deeper to like just breaking past the mental barrier, we can tap into the root of emotions that are stemming these triggers and these problems. So whenever I'm chatting or coaching with someone and I ask, you know, what is the issue, or what, you know, why do you not believe in yourself, or what is holding you back, or what is that fear? You know, if someone says, I'm so afraid, and then I ask, well, what's the fear? And they say, I don't know. Then that's when I know we need to get out of our head and start writing it out. Why do I feel afraid? What is my biggest fear? What's the worst thing that can happen of it? Where did this come from? What does this even mean? And how would this actually affect me? Because you might find that your fears are so much bigger in your head, but when you get it onto paper and you start looking at it from a different perspective, you realize it was just a silly thought that maybe you picked up from childhood that you've been carrying on. Let me catch up with your comments really quick. Hey, M, needing help with finances. So do you need a CPA, an accountant? Like, what do you need to help? Like, do you need someone to help you, like, save your money or allocate your money, like Dave Ramsey and like the envelopes? Like, what area do you need? Finances and healing from a broken heart. Okay, I need to be better about journaling. I feel like I forget because I'm juggling work, kids, and my side hustle. You know, Elizabeth, what I like to do is we have a billion journals, don't we? If you're like me, there's one by my bed, and I just will start to write down my gratitude. And from there, it like opens the door and the channel, like, oh, there's other things I want to get off of my chest right now. But I always start with just gratitude journaling, and that leads to bigger things, because then you start thinking about the day, your life, and all of those things. Julia says, I need help with manifesting too. Well, Julia, you are in luck, because you're a Shine School student. You have access, lifetime access, to all the training inside Shine School. And Module 6, you know, is all about turning your dreams into reality. And I share all the manifesting tools that you need in there, as well as the Manifesting Masterclass, where we went specifically even deeper into manifesting. So be sure to access that training that you already have access to. Here's the thing, we all have the answers we need right under our belts. You know, we just have to tap into all the tools and the resources that we have. I've been feeling irritated today. Feel it, man. Let the emotions come up. Remember, write how you feel. Your emotions are energy and motion. They're your feelings coming up to let you know something's going on. So if you feel irritated, then it's a sign that something in your external world is a reflection of what's going on in your internal world. So if you're irritated with someone or things are triggering you, it's because it's trying to get you to pay attention on the inside. Like, what constant thoughts are coming up that are triggering you, that are irritating you? There may be a change that you've been ignoring, and this is your soul's way of trying to get your attention. All right, what else do you guys have for me? Tammy says, admittedly, I don't journal. I have a blog. I know it's from childhood when my brother found my diary and read it. I haven't put anything in writing since. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, you could always get a journal with a lock, a little diary with a lock on it. I know I used to have a Lisa Frank one. That would at least make you feel a little bit better. And here's the thing. You don't have a little brother who's snooping around in your house anymore. So you are an adult. You are safe. You're protected. But I don't know, maybe get one with a little, or you can make your journal digital and make it private where no one can have access to that document, There's so many different creative ways that you could journal or get it out there. And honestly, you could even write it on a piece of paper, Tammy, and just tear it up. Right when you're done, write it out, tear up the paper, throw it in the trash, and nope, there's no record of it anywhere, but you express the emotion and the energy, so you've done the work that needs to be done. That may be your best bet, Tammy, is just write on a piece of paper and then throw it away whenever you're done. Okay, last card for the week. I pulled this card this morning. If you follow me on Instagram stories, I always post my tarot card that I pull for myself each morning. And today it was this one: get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. This is actually a self-portrait of my illustrator, Jenna Kane, who drew all of the beautiful artwork for the Shine from the Inside Oracle. So this is a reminder that you are a creator at heart, that you are an artist, and you have some talent, some creativity, some sparkle magic to leave in this world. This is reminding you to get back to your imagination, to get back to that childlike wonder where you were excited and in awe and wondrous about things, where you were curious. When's the last time you've been curious about a different topic? I know that when I was learning tarot and witchcraft and all the things, light worker and new age and metaphysical and crystals, I was lit up like a little kid. I was so curious. I went to the bookstores and bought as many books as I could on it, trying to figure out oh my gosh, there's something cool out there. When is the last time that you got that excited, that you got so jazzed up, you were so lit up with inspiration that you just couldn't help yourself? You were bursting with energy. This is what this card represents, is getting excited. Because here's the thing, you have to cultivate that emotion. You have to start finding your passions. One of the lessons inside Shine School is create a list of things that light you up. I couldn't think of the word. Things that light you up, so that you have a list and you know exactly what are those things that I love to do. I love to garden. I love to paint. I love to take walks in nature. I love to pamper myself, get a massage. There are so many things on my list that it's easy to forget what we need in the moment. But if we write it all down, what are all those things that get me excited, that fill me up, that I'm passionate about? When you have that downtime, you can immediately go back to your list and go, okay, here's where I'm ready to spend my time and energy. I like the write it and tear it idea. Yeah, and Tammy, that's another symbolic way of letting go, is when we tear up the paper. Carrie says, get out of your head and onto paper is definitely releasing, but don't dwell, feel it, and let it go. Make corrections and keep in the flow. I like all your rhyming there. Yeah, and that's why we do this work, is so that we can let those emotions, energy in motion, keep going. We don't hold on to them, because the more we hold on to them, the more they fight back. So we just need to honor, acknowledge our feelings. This is how I feel right now. Not I am angry, I am sad, I am irritated, because that's taking on the full power energy. But rather, I feel upset, I feel depressed, I feel angry, I feel let down. Okay, this is going to help us to acknowledge and honor that this is temporary, and also give us the freedom to let things go, so that we don't claim them as if they are us forever. Because I'm not angry forever, but in the moment, sometimes I do feel anger because things are unfair. Yes, I am doing an art challenge over my Insta, so definitely resonating with getting back into the creative flow. If you're someone who struggles with that creative flow, or you doubt your work or your creativity, then you don't want to miss the upcoming masterclass inside the Elevated Life Membership Club. We are covering unlocking your creativity on Tuesday, October 15th. Don't worry if you can't join us live, because you always have access to those replays, which is why the Elevated Life is so badass, because once you join, you access all of our past content, from unlocking your creativity, which is what we're covering this month, to intuition, chakras, meditation, weight loss, relationships, setting yourself up for success. We cover literally everything. But this month particularly, I'm so excited about covering creativity, because if you think about it, the word art is written in the middle of the word earth. We are creative beings, and we have a gift to share, whether we realize it or not. And the one thing, I had a reading earlier last week, someone told me, I'm not creative. I just was like, ooh, I was like freaking out in my body. I'm like, that's the one thing I can't stand hearing women say, or anyone for that matter, is I'm not creative. The way that you think, the way that you breathe, the clothes that you choose, the hair color, the style, everything you do is a creative expression. So you've just forgotten that you don't have to be Pablo Picasso or a photographer or whatever to be an artist. You are a creator. You are contributing more beauty into the world. You're contributing your energy into the world. So this is really a powerful topic in October on unblocking yourself from allowing that creative flow to just move through you. You know, we feel like depressed when we repress all of our creative talents and skills. Like, we don't access those parts of ourselves that want to be released and given to the world. Julia says, this makes me excited to finally put the finishing touches on my book. Ugh, congratulations. That's so fun. I love it. Okay, let's see. Oh, hello, Miss Ashley. It was so great to connect with you today. All right, I'm going to recap any questions that you guys have. Leave them in the comments below. First one is, ask for help. It does not make you weak. I mean, Ashley, honestly, is that not the craziest card to come up for today? Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. It only supports you and makes you stronger, because Disney didn't do it alone. Oprah didn't do it alone. Okay, freaking Victoria Beckham didn't do it alone. Beyonce didn't do it alone. Lady Gaga didn't do it alone. All these people that we see out there doing work in the world, like if we see them, they've been obviously doing something, right? It's because they asked for help. They allowed other people to come in and support them. So where can you ask for help? The second card that came up this week is to write it out. Journal how you feel. Pay attention to your feelings. They're there to show you something. Don't repress them, express them. The last card is to get creative and excite your imagination with wonder, because you are a creative being, and your curiosity is what's going to keep you motivated and moving towards that next thing. Like, because we're always on the move, right? We are always flowing. That's what life is. It's a constant change. And when we can get excited about jumping into that constant state of change, that flow of creativity, then it becomes so much easier for us to accept when life does have those turning points, or we move through transitions that are a little bit harder, or those sticking points. Because when we know we can fall back on the fact that all things are temporary, that nothing stays the same forever, that gives us the freedom to just feel it in the moment and know that this too shall pass. That was one of my mom's favorite quotes. So Ashley says, yes, 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 full body chills. I know this has been crazy this week, just seeing how everyone I'm chatting with is really going through like the slog of September. We're like, we're done with that, letting it go, and really asking ourselves, like, okay, this is a fresh new start. Like, how do I want to express myself? How do I want to feel? Oh, okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been so fun sharing this reading here from the Shine from the Inside Oracle. Oh, this is my Chris. I love you so much, babe. Thank you for your support, babe. I ask him for help all the time. So don't be afraid to ask your partner for more support. I see that as a common theme. So many women are trying to do it all themselves, but the husband can't read your mind, and they want to support you. So if there's something that you need, whether it's like, hey, can you make some dinner tonight? Or can you pick up the kids? Or like, hey, maybe do the dishes, or whatever it is you need, don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it be from your partner, from your parents, from your boss, from your friends. You have to be the one to initiate the asking. So don't be afraid to ask for help, because on the other side of that support is also a new friendship that you didn't know you had. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to be the first to know when the Shine from the Inside Oracle launches, then be sure to sign up for the waitlist at BrittanyCarmichael.com/oracle. I am so thankful for each and every one of you for tuning in. If you have any questions, or if you'd like a private reading with me, then shoot me a DM, and I'll share more information on how we can make some magic together. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series. Peace.